Hi everyone, my name is Alexandra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have a different background. Guess what? Because I moved. I'm so excited because I still get to live with my best friend, which is like amazing. Also, this place is so cute and I needed to move anyway. So like, I'm so happy. And basically I got this apartment like at the very last second and my parents were freaking out like the whole month because it was like my last month that I had a lease, onto my last apartment. And they were like, Ola, you're gonna be homeless. And I was like, just trust God, like literally, it's gonna be fine. Like I'm not gonna end up homeless. Like I haven't seen the apartment that is gonna like woo me or anything yet. So like until I see something like that, I don't want to settle for less, not only for in relationships, but like also like in things like that. This is a house, for God's sakes. I don't want it to just go anywhere. So it was like, I think 10 days before I needed to move out that I have found this place in an amazing localization. Like also the second room, so I can still live with my best friend. And the woman said like, okay, so we can meet on Monday, like next Monday. So it was literally like the same week as I needed to move out. So it was like, if this is not gonna be this apartment, we're lost. And I was like, no, somehow I just felt like my intuition being like, this is yours, you're gonna have it, like this is gonna be good. I was like, no, I trust God, like it's gonna be okay. And I wasn't stressing about it. My parents were shitting their pants basically. And also my sister was like, oh, I don't want to freak you out or anything, but like you need to move. Like what are you doing? And I was like, no, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to like put any energy into this space, I was like, it's gonna be good, like I don't want to talk about it. Also I was saying that to my parents, like I don't want to talk about it. And we ended up here and I couldn't be more grateful because I love this place so much. Like it has been 2 nights here already and I feel like this is my place. And actually when we were signing the contract, I was already feeling sorry that this couldn't be my like apartment, like for me, like a stable apartment, like constant, like this is when I'm gonna raise my children and stuff, because I saw it and I fell in love. I was like, okay, I love it. So I guess the first part of the video, like this part up to here, is like, trust God, it's gonna be fine. With anything, it's gonna be fine. The second part is don't settle, do not settle. And this is like, I have basically a few things to say in today's video because this is like the summarization for the past week. Do not settle in anything, in basically anything, honey, do not settle. Because I know from my experience, from other people's experiences, anytime you settle, you say to the universe, oh, actually, I don't want that. Like, for example, if you wanted somebody to treat you well and like to choose you as their number one option in anything, and you meet somebody and you develop feelings for them and you start having a relationship and they're like, yeah, but I'm gonna, go out with my boys. No, I'm gonna actually go out with my cousin. No, actually, like they do not choose you in everyday aspects even. But you do stay with this person and you're not thinking more of it. You're not, thinking more into it or anything. No, you're just like, okay, let me just see how it goes. If nothing changes, basically. So if you're not doing anything, you're still doing something because you're choosing to stay into something. And if you're choosing to settle for those little actions, you're saying to the universe, oh, never mind, I'm good, I'm fine, thank you, ciao ciao. Like this is basically like the message is spread out to the universe. And this is something I needed to realize, and I realized this recently, and this happens into any relationship you have. Like for example, if you want a stable relationship, you want somebody to get you seriously and to actually want to be with you, not for you to chase, not for you to be like, please love me, oh my God, but like for somebody to be like, see you and like actually choose you, like see you and see you fully, and like be like, this is the girl I want, like this is the girl I want to pursue, I'm gonna do anything to get this girl. If you want something like that, why are you still like settling for the boys with red flags like waving at you from the first start, from the first seeing, and you are still welcoming people with very low value into your life? If you want high value life, you cannot settle for low value actions. You cannot be with low value people because this basically excludes itself. If I want my husband to be the green flag, to actually cherish me and to, you know, just basically protect me and just kind of, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I want him to provide for me. I want him to just basically help me stay in my feminine energy all the time and to want me so much, you know. I think this is like obvious. Why would I surround myself with men that think like objectively of women? This is basically as if I would give them the tap on the shoulder and be like, yeah, you go boy. Girl, don't. Like, for example, right now in my life, I am so grateful for all the men in my life right now that are just basically showing me the examples of how a man should act how a man should be like. Like, I have this friend and he is in this kind of relation with a girl. There is not even one action of this man that you would ever think that he does not want her, he does not love her, he does not cherish her. There's not even one action that shows you he doesn't want to pursue her. I'm not saying you should cut everybody out, you know, from your life. But if a person does not align with your dream life, they're not gonna fit there. So you have to choose. Do you rather stay in your, you know, current life, or you wanna switch? If you wanna flip the switch, you have to flip the switch, also cutting them out. And there's no in between. There's just basically, you have to figure it out on your own, because there are many things that I could say to you and it wouldn't make you, you know, be like, okay, do this. And you're gonna be like, no, because, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna say like, okay, then do that. And you're gonna be like, no, because, you know, blah, blah, blah. I cannot say anything to you like yes or no, because you're gonna have excuses into, you know, either part. I can just say, you have to choose, because you cannot have both. You cannot have low value people in your high value life. About standards, about, you know, settling. I have a very, very important announcement that I want to say to you. And I still need to kind of swallow it. I still need to kind of like understand it and feel it, you know, feel this truth. If you were in a kind of relationship with somebody and it didn't work out, it doesn't mean opening the door to the friendship. Because honey bun, you should also have the standards for the friendship. If somebody says to you, I do not see you as much valuable to be in a relationship with you, then you're gonna be like, oh, I'm still gonna give you my whole time and energy, even if you do not, like, not validated, but even if you do not, like, see my value as valuable as I am, even if you do not, like, appreciate me as much, I'm still gonna stay in your life. I'm still gonna give you, you know, my impact into your life as a friend. This is giving me like kind of embarrassment even to talk like that I have been doing that like in the past. Or like, for example, not exactly this, but like if the relationship doesn't work out, we're gonna do friendship. No, I'm not saying, of course, you have to be enemies or you do not speak to each other you know, like you cannot ever, like if you see each other on the street, you're gonna be like, oh my god. No, I'm not saying that. You should always say hello, how are you? I wish you well, like, oh, okay, like, sure. And if they had like a big impact into your life, maybe meet for a coffee or something, like, I'm not saying like you should cut them off like totally. It depends, of course, on a relationship. If they were very, you know, draining or something, like, of course, cut them out because like it's gonna drain you. But what I'm saying is, if you are also turning somebody down, you do not have to say, oh, let's stay friends. You turn them down for a reason, okay? It's not like you turn them down because one day you were like, actually, I would rather be friends with them. I'm not saying this about a person that you went on one date with or 2 dates. Or the person you barely even knew, or you just like kissed once and both were like, this is weird, okay, like let's be friends maybe, like because I like you a lot. Actually, like if you both agreed like you do not want anything more, nothing more happened, there were no feelings into this, like, okay, do whatever you want. Basically, you can always do whatever you want, but I'm just giving you advices. But if you were if you guys were dating and it was like something was happening between you, and one of the people were like, okay, no, let's stay friends. What do you mean friends? Like, when it never... It's different when it started from friends, okay? But when you were never friends, you cannot just like slip into somebody's life, because you also should have standards for a friendship. Like, I am friendly with everybody. Not everybody, but like most of the people. I am very nice to everybody, but I'm not friends with everybody. Even if somebody like doesn't mean nothing wrong, like, okay, I can say hello to you, I can go with you for a coffee, we can meet, we can talk. Okay, you don't necessarily have to be my friend, because like my friends are high value people, and those are the kind of people that when you surround yourself with, you are basically the average of top 5 people you surround yourself with. So like when you are choosing your friends, you are choosing kind of like yourself, kind of. And you shouldn't be, conditioning yourself upon people in your life, but like it is kind of automatic. Like whenever you're meeting with somebody all the time, you're kind of getting alike. Like for example, my sister and our cousin, like her best friend, they are so freaking similar, and like even though their personalities are different, they're kind of the same. I don't know how to explain it, because like they've been friends forever, and it's like they're so close to each other that they're very similar, even though they're like very not alike. Make it make sense. I don't know how to explain it, but like it's true. So like you can believe me or not, but like have standards. Do not settle for a friendship if you couldn't have a relationship, because friendship is also very high value. Even though you do not pursue like a marriage with this person, you're still like friends. If they are very like good friends, they stay forever. So like you're basically surrounding yourself with those people forever. And if you're telling to yourself like, no, I don't want to be surrounding myself with them forever, like what? No, then why are you friends with them right now? Like you trying to slow down the process of like, being your own like better person for yourself. Like why can't your future life, your dream life, start already now? Like, because I know sometimes we're doing those things that we're basically subconsciously not ready to be, in our dream life, to actually pursue and to actually do something to go for our dream life. We're always getting the excuses because we know we're not ready. If that's the case, work on that. Work on the issue. Work on why I'm not ready and change it. Because there's no excuse that should ever slow you down into your dream life, because you're never gonna be fully ready unless you actually work the thing, or you make a jump. You're never gonna be ready. Like this is not it's subconscious. When you subconscious, you're not ready. Even if you have, I don't know, the perfect skin, even if you're gonna have the perfect, figure, the perfect body, even if you're gonna have a perfect job, nothing will, be this switch as you imagine it to be. Because let me tell you something. I don't know if you can see, but I am kind of struggling with acne. And I have been struggling with acne for like a year and a half. Actually, when I found out I have PCOS, all of the symptoms came, at once. And like one of them was acne. I think it was last March, I completely cleared my skin. And I have even videos when I was still very anxious about my skin, but I had crystal clear skin. Then stress came over, and every like hormone, never mind. But like basically my skin got worse later on. But like in March, I had perfect skin. I didn't feel it. You know why? Because it's like getting your goals is never that big as you imagine it to be. Because our life is not like a hill to one point. No, it's a journey. It's not like one switch. No. Like you go and you go and you go and you have many goals in your life, but it never stops with any, So like maybe if it is like such a switch as, I don't know, having a baby, because of course like this changes the whole, thing around you. But still, it's like even if you get married, your life is still your life. Even if you have, you shared with somebody, it is still your life. So it's not like when you're gonna get married, all of your problems will solve. Like all of your problems with souls. No, like it doesn't work like that. When you're gonna get married, you're just gonna share it with somebody, but it's not like your high peak of your life. if you're gonna get your dream job, this is on your high peak of your life. Your life concludes so much more than your goals, than achieving your goals. You're so much more than getting married. You're so much more than getting the money. You're so much more than getting the clear skin, the perfect body, the, I don't know, perfect hair. I don't know what you want. Because God knows I have been going through this. Like, for example, I had crooked teeth when I was growing up. Oh my God, you have no idea how I was daydreaming about the moment I'm gonna take my braces off. I was like, this is gonna change my life. And actually it did, because I mean, it did with my like my self view and how I was posing to pictures, or if I was so self-conscious or not. But actually other things came by. Like, I started having other insecurities, because of course we're human. And like, it's not like it's my insecurity, like for example, acne right now is my insecurity because like I'm not feeling as confident with it. But it's like, I'm not an insecure person, actually. This is something that I can say, you know, with 100%, you know, accuracy. I know I'm not an insecure person. I have many mental issues, like this is not one of them. But there were other things that I started picking up upon. So like, even though you're gonna heal this one thing from you, you're gonna find another, and believe me, you will, because like we're humans and nobody's perfect. Even the most perfect human beings are not considering themselves perfect, because we have the tendency to compare ourselves to others. And this is such a huge thing, because even now, when I think I came a long way of comparison, I still kind of catch myself onto doing that. And it's not out of hatred. It's not like I am doing that because I hate people I compare myself to, or I'm envious about them. No, it's like, for example, I'm living with my best friend and I love her with my whole heart. We're at the gym and I know that she's been going for a while, and I know that she's very fit and stuff. But I was kind of comparing myself to her, and I was like, okay, if I'm not gonna do as much as her, I'm weak. And this was the thought that popped out in my mind. And like the second later, I was like, I think this one was from my ego, but like it popped out in my mind, and I was like, what are you saying? This is not true. I'm not weak. It doesn't, like, I should never compare myself to other person. The only person I'm competing with is my previous self. Like, it's me before, like the day before. So like, I went to the gym today. I made a big step, you know? I made so many things this week. I'm so happy with myself. The thing that I'm not gonna do this much in the series, you know, of like some exercises, does not define me. And I kind of, you know, backed myself up in this thought process, but still, like, this thought popped out in my mind, and I know I'm having the tendency, even lately, like, lately I'm comparing myself a lot to other people, and I feel conscious about this, and I'm stopping my thought every single time. But God knows how easy it is for us to just compare ourselves, for us to just like fall back into those habits of comparison, or on finding our weak spots. And actually, even though we're sabotaging ourselves, we're still doing that, because why not? It's easy to do the bad thing, basically. And this goes into, I think this is such a big topic. Like, it's easy to do the bad thing. Even like, if you're meeting somebody and you know they're gonna get your heart broken, this is what excites you. This is where it's gonna be like, oh, but this is gonna be like, it's gonna be worth the while. And if like you're meeting, especially now that I'm in Italy, like, the thing about Italian guys is the truth. Like, they are the most charismatic boys I've ever met. They're so freaking handsome, and they're gonna eat you right up. You know what you're gonna, you know, get yourself into. But like, a part of you is so curious, and it's like, even though you know this will not end up good, it's easy to do the bad thing. It's easy to go into that for just a minute. Like, or for example, like heavy drinking on the night. You know you're gonna have fun. You know you're gonna, you know, dance around. You're gonna be like, whoa, it's gonna be so amazing. But then, you know, the hangover the next day is gonna be like, what did I do that? Basically, I feel like this talk has been about everything and anything at once, but I actually very enjoyed talking to you guys today, and I hope you did too. And this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it, and I think I want to do more vlogs, because I've been missing just showing you guys my whole life and like how I'm living here. and I'm actually missing it a lot, and I think I'm gonna do more vlogs. So if you guys want to, please comment down below if you want to see more vlogs. And thank you so much for watching today's video. I see you in my next one. Bye!